everybody out there in Facebook land. Hello, hello, and hello. Hi, guys and gals and everything else in between. How are you? Happy Friday. Can't believe it's still August. I don't even know the time went. What's today, the 14th? It's Friday, August 14th. Oh, Jason missed it by one day. All right, guys, I'm going to let a few of you all get settled on in here. We are doing a new software to do these live streams, which gave us a really cool kind of video montage, or I guess photo montage from the pre-stream. But yeah, you guys, welcome to CFX Live. We're pretty excited to be here. I've got Josh over here monitoring the comments. I've also got my iPad over here monitoring the comments. So we're going to try to keep up with that. There is a little bit of a delay, I think, so if we don't get your question right away, I apologize. We're still working with it. This is a new software for us, so bear with us. There may be some technical glitches and difficulties.
But we can get fancy now.
But we can get super fancy now. We can do like overlays, we can do countdowns, we can do spliced in video. So that's what we're going to try to do a little bit later this live stream, is bring one of our video devices down to see some new stuff. Because I promised some of you guys new stuff, and we are working on that. We have a few things in the works. I think Jen may be trying to come up here in a little bit later because she's been working on some stuff that we've been talking about the last few live streams. Not a paint demo, not this time, but maybe next week. But yeah, we have a lot of other really cool things that we're doing. Josh is back over the computer playing with some stuff, double checking some stuff, probably overlaying some stuff.
Doing some transitions, and yeah.
Transitions and fun things. But yeah, guys, I'm going to give you a few more moments to get everybody all calm and collected. Well, you don't have to stay calm. That's up to you. It's Friday. Why be calm? Go crazy. If you guys are new to the stream, welcome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. We know it's a little quiet right now. Next time we'll work on getting some video or some audio, some music kind of elevator status in here. But yeah,
they had some music at the beginning. Not everyone's cup of tea, but at least there's some filler music.
Silver Shamrock, is that what you were playing?
Hey to everyone, aloha. Looks like we got people from all over, Houston, Texas.
Yeah,
quite a bit of people watching. Hey guys, make sure you comment too. We like to respond to your comments. We don't have a set gig that we do up here. We just kind of come out and talk to you.
Sometimes we do have a set stuff that we want to talk about. We have a few things we're going to talk about today. But for the most part, we're here hanging out with you guys. This is CFX Live. If you don't know, now you know. I'm Tabitha. Josh is here behind the camera floating around doing some stuff. But yeah, we like to know what you guys are up to. We like to know where you guys are watching from, where you guys are located. So drop those down in the comments below. We do try to respond to you guys. We will try to put on some of these masks here for you a little bit later in the stream. So if you have any masks that you see behind us that you would like us to try on, let us know. I realized I put my hair up all nice today. So if you want me to put on a mask, let me know. And give me a few moments because I got to take my hair down. Got my hair did. Got to take it down. But yeah, guys. So just welcome again.
A lot of people just checking in, saying hi.
What's up?
Can we make a Chucky mask? Yeah, kind of. Depends. Shoot us an email. That's something that best to talk to us in person, and we'll kind of discuss our options.
We'll see what we might have in our collection that we can modify that way, or if it's something that's going to be have to be a custom sculpt. We'll talk about that.
Brian, it might be you, but it is a different imp sculpt. In fact, we'll transition right over to...
That's a really great transition.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of you guys have been asking to see what some of the first versions of our masks look like, and I know Josh had been kind of talking about it for a little while beforehand too, is that when he first saw the company, these are some of the first masks that he saw.
So that yellow imp was definitely one of the first ones. Yeah. That Belial was definitely one of the first ones I saw as well.
And this is probably about the same generation, just a little bit later down the line.
I think that one was the very next years when they started doing more colors.
Oh, I think we took our lazy Susan out of here, but I mean, I could just spin this guy. But yeah, it says 2007 right on the back there. So this was, we got established in 2006, so I believe our very first trans world was 2007.
Yep.
Where a lot of people saw these guys for the first time. You can see how thick the silicone is, you guys. Like, how crazy is that? That compared, let me just pull the chimp down. But like, just look how crazy of a difference, and over a decade, of R&Ding the product will get you.
Some of the early masks were not cast in a colored silicone. They were cast in a gray silicone, as you can see. And then everything was painted on top. Yeah, the paint scheme was way harder. You can see the early attempts at the imp pattern with all the circles.
Just basic circles, literally just polka dots almost at that point.
Jen would be embarrassed if I showed her that stuff now. She's so much better.
And I think this was even right before Jen.
This is prior to Jen being a painter.
This was honestly Ken and Wes painting it at the time.
Yep, very likely.
To be honest with you. But yeah, and then so here's Belial. You can see just how much different he looks now compared to what he used to look like.
Yeah, his skin texture has changed completely. Now he's got much more of that scaly feature.
He was cast
versus the pebbly texture of the first gen. Now I do like the first gen. For some aspects of it, but I think the third gen is by far the best iteration of that.
Absolutely. I think that the scale texture on the most recent one we have right now is fantastic. I think it's got beautiful scales and so much detail into that. But these are oldies but goodies. These are the OGs as they were, and you can tell that the Imp has been our icon character for a hot minute, and he's gone through a few variations. I think we're on version 3 of him as well.
Yep.
But yeah, man.
Fourth core, but version 3.
Yes.
On the sculpt.
That's a whole new thing, of course.
I'm going to try and answer some of these questions as we go. So we have the blue and orange mask right there. That's Whimsy. He is one of our newer sculpts, but he kind of came out with some of our more fantastical creatures. I think at a time when a lot of people were looking for horror stuff, so he kind of got overlooked. But yeah, so that's Whimsy, and he's just a custom creature for us. Let's see here. Gary, how do the masks fit if you have a rounder fat face? Okay, we're gonna go to all my toys today. Ooh, gonna get the full lineup of the studio. Why don't you go over to the Inflata Imp?
Sure.
And this little device here is for the people that always have questions on, will it fit my face? How big is your face? Because there we go. It will fit. Oh, yeah, it'll still fit. Put your head next to that one, Tabby. How much? Yeah. So they do fit. They stretch and conform to your fit. The main thing you're concerned about with a bigger head is stretching where the eye holes go and kind of distorting the way it fits on your face. But it will definitely fit.
Yeah, it will definitely fit. It just, depending on, like Josh was saying, how far you stretch it, the eyes and the mouth may be a little distorted, and then it won't perform the way the mask is intended to. It will definitely fit, but it may not perform correctly. There's a few more questions.
There's quite a few questions.
Beetlejuice mask. We don't have a specific Beetlejuice mask. However, we have done our Jack the Ripper as well as our Fat Nick in Beetlejuice variations. I don't remember the last time I shared those pictures. They're probably on Instagram somewhere, but I'll make a note to reshare those again soon.
And with this new software, guys, we're going to be able to just pull pictures from the website and pop it up for you.
Like right here.
But bear with us. I'm still learning how all of this works. I had major echo up until about 45 minutes ago.
Yes.
And so hopefully you guys can all hear us just fine now, and we got all that resolved. And this will really allow us to expand these live streams and be able to travel through the shop and not have it be so janky as it was before.
That would be so, just disjointed and stuff. And I think somebody had mentioned they want to see Cthulhu one at some point, so.
Okay.
We'll make a note of Cthulhu.
So, all right, so I think we covered some of those.
Yeah.
Tyler, the masks, they have changed quite a bit. Robert says, bring back Beetlejuice mask. We'd like to see the Cthulhu worn. We'll put that on for you, Tristan.
Yeah. But I want to kind of say, I guess it's not quite ready to go live just yet, so you got a few more minutes. But we promised you guys some more fun stuff, and so we've decided to do some more fun stuff. So we'll get into that in a few more minutes once everything is ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get the cue from that in a hot minute here. But yeah, as we teased a little bit last week, we are definitely working on some new designs. We have another design that is on the cusp of being ready. We were going to try to show it on this live stream, but it's not quite exactly where we want it to be in order to silhouette it for you guys. But that'll happen soon. So expect to see some fun new teases in the next few live streams here for things that we have been working on behind the scenes. Hopefully you guys are going to be really excited about, because I'm really excited about them. I think they're going to be two really cool, new designs that we've got coming out. We have designs digitally and pencil drawings for a few other masks that we are very excited about too. So yeah, you guys, we put out the call out there for sculptors and illustrators and whatnot, and you guys have answered the call. So thank you again so much for
talk about that a little bit more.
What?
Talk about that a little bit more.
What, about how we are still looking for sculptors and different illustrators and designers of other sorts?
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, you guys, so Josh put out the call probably about last week and the week before and a little bit before that too, that we are still looking for sculptors as well as illustrators or designers to bring these visions of these masks we want to bring to you to life. So if you are interested in doing that, we are located in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So for sculpting, you probably have to come out here for a little bit. But if you're an illustrator or a 3D designer, can bust some things out in Blender or in ZBrush, reach out to us. We'd be intrigued to talk to you, see if you can bring some of the designs that we want to put into masks to life. You're going to shoot Josh an email. It's going to be josh@compositefx.com.
Careers@compositefx.com.
Live. He's going to go careers@compositefx.com.
Or you can email me directly as well, but we're trying to keep it organized.
Yeah, so Josh is what we call Mom here. His official title is Mask Operations Manager. So yeah, we do call him Mom, I'm not going to lie. But basically what we were doing for a little while was having most of the staff go directly to him for sculptors and illustrators in that regard. But I guess we're just going to go careers. Were you pulling that graphic up? Is that what you were doing?
It was already up when you were saying all that.
So, sorry. Well, because you've been having all that
Tabby can't see what I can do now. I have full control, and it's all the way at the back of the room, so she just has to sit there and talk. I turned the lights on super bright so she can't see me.
Can't see anything. That's okay. But yeah, so that's what, usually it goes to Josh, but right now, careers@compositefx.com. If you're interested in working for us in any way, shape, or form, reach out to us. We may be hiring for a few other positions. We're still trying to figure out all that stuff on the back end. But sculptors for sure, we definitely need a few of you guys. So if you're interested, we're not too far from New Orleans. Just saying.
Michael, yeah, if you're hired, it's mandatory. You have to wear a mask all day.
All day.
But we get to pick the mask that you wear. Let's see here.
It's part of your initiation. You gotta put a mask on and off. You gotta put a mask on and off in head form, and go wear it all day.
So let's see here. Robert, let's see. He's got a boogeyman, a selector, and a graveborn.
Yes.
Those are three. Yeah, those are three beautiful masks. I'm trying to talk my wife into getting one of the Mardi Gras masks. Yeah, Brian. Yeah, the Venetian. I don't think we have a Venetian up here. We will get a Venetian for the next live stream for sure.
Yes.
So beautiful little mask. All the ladies always love it. Tabby is bugging me for one still to this day. I keep telling her, like, go buy it yourself.
I know, I should have bought it myself. I think we do have at least one in stock right now. It does not have the feathered plume, but we can do the feathered plumes. And I think we have one that's a half mask right now. So it's literally just the face, face only. I keep saying half mask. The face only. So it's just the face with the straps, similar to the other ones that we've been seeing. But that's something Jen has been working on. I've been seeing her down in the paint room. Trying to put one of the face-only masks onto a balaclava. That's what Josh has been talking about the last few live streams.
We have demos. They're not ready for me to show you right now, but yeah, we actually have demo masks that are getting ready for paint. And
yes. So that's right. That's one of the things I wasn't sure if she was going to be trying to bring up here, but I think we have at least a Pandora and a Belial, both of them in their demon red coloring. So maybe next live stream we'll have those available for you to see. And we're intrigued to see how they fit and how you guys like them. And if that's a design that you guys like and you want us to keep going with that, then we'll see what we can do. We see if we can make those available for you guys, because we know heat is an issue.
All right. So Tyler says, I don't recall seeing the mask under Sentinel next to the black golem. Is he new?
This is Pickles, the Carney.
Hold on. Let me read that again. Under the Sentinel, next to the Black Golem. Typhoid Mary and Purvis are the only two that are there. No, they're way old masks.
Purvis is actually one of my favorites because we have a cloth mask for it too. And I've been wearing my pig face around the shop lately. I've been doll face, but I'm also pig face. So this is Purvis the pig, and Typhoid Mary. This is her tan variant. Sometimes you see her more of a pale, very similar to the Silent Hill nurses. And then this golem is actually not quite an a special, but a variant. We're calling him Precious Metals just because of the way that he shimmers.
We wanted to
shines.
prototype some paint schemes with him.
Yeah, you know, we didn't want to make him just like straight black because then he'd look like asphalt, and that's like, okay, that's cool. There is a gentleman out there who's got like what he calls his road rage version, and so he's like black, like freshly poured asphalt, but he's got the yellow road lines on him, and he's got the gloves to match, and he wears like a construction vest. It's hysterical. I love it. I think it's so funny. But yeah, so Typhoid Mary, she's a female fit. She does have vision out of this eye. It is a little limited because of the slits and stuff, but we can see it in both eyes. On purpose. Gray mask up there.
All right. Again, just let's get caught up with everybody.
Yeah.
Also, don't recall the mask next to Toasty and Mermaid Roxy.
The one in the middle.
Yeah, that's a vine creature. That's a custom vine creature that we did.
Yes. So we're trying to figure out if we can bring them back. Vine creature was made sort of in conjunction with a company from Transworld who made some animatronics.
With a similar design.
With a very similar design. So normally, we call him vine creature because he's normally not that crazy.
He's normally a green... forest variant
kind of color. But we were doing some stuff with Froggy's Fog leading up to Transworld this year, and they had a vision that we were going to try to bring to life for them. I'm not going to give away what we were going to do.
You're lucky I was just about to say
no, because we may, depending on how things go for next year, we may still be doing that. So I don't want to give too much away. But I know a lot of people really like Vine Creature. I love Vine Creature, and for a while he wasn't really floating around in our catalog. So we're going to see what we can do to bring him back, because I think he's super versatile. I love him in that color. I wasn't sure. In my brain, I knew he was going to be awesome, but seeing him come out of molding and through paint really set it off. So that's Vine Creature. He's not on the website right now, but hopefully he will be soon. And Extra Toasty. That is one we have in stock right now. We literally had two come in that we were going to put in stock, and as soon as we put them up on the website, they're like, bam, one sold. And literally, I think it was Tuesday, they came through to be finished for stock. So we do have Extra Toasty. He is available. We do have gloves for him, too. Those are not listed on the website right now for some reason. But if you're interested in getting some gloves, or even just one specific glove, to match him to be a specific character, let us know because we can do that as well. We can do single gloves. Where did you pan on over to? Deformed hood as well.
Deformed hood. People may be confused right now because
he's got a weird shiny
he's
face.
Just got a clear hockey mask on, but it's to demonstrate what the mask was designed for. So this is designed to be your hood or your hockey mask, and then you go and have a normal face underneath it, so that way you stay nice and cool while wearing it. You could drink plenty of beer while being Jason.
And we just wanted to kind of show you what the mask looks like underneath the hockey mask. Sometimes at trade shows we go with our deformed hood, and this is his gray version, you guys. It's very close in color to the Never Hike Alone hood. If you have seen Never Hike Alone, we did that hood. We did that hockey mask, and we also did the gloves. So if you are interested in getting a gloves and the silicone hood to match, we can do that since we still have that paint recipe. So if you're interested in that, I do not believe there's an additional charge for that paint scheme. Just make notes when you place your order that that's the color you would be looking for. But yeah, so we have the clear hockey mask just so people know what it looks like underneath the hockey mask.
All right, we're going to get caught up on your comments and everything right now, you guys. Let's see.
There's a lot going
on. Hey, guys. With the pricing, make sure you just check our website for all the pricing. The masks usually start at $575. Hoods start at about $400, but $575, and they go up from there depending on what options you have. Good evening from Germany. Yeah, nice to have you watching us. For me, I want to know about the second floor on the right, first mask. Hold on. Second step on the right, first mask. I'm assuming it's one of these guys right here.
And Mateus, it's really hard to be able to rattle off all the price points for all these masks. It's best if you check out the website. We will do our best to give you the names for these designs. That way you can go and accurately find them on the website. But like Josh was saying, most of the masks start about $575 and go up from there. Average is about $575 to about $800. $750, $800.
So Roland, we wouldn't mind getting a reseller in Europe. It's all about just finding the right partnership, and going from there.
But yeah, you guys, someone mentioned about Hellraiser up there.
Hey, you want to talk a little
about?
You want to talk about?
Priest. So yes, that does look like a very specific Pinhead character, and it kind of is. But we worked very closely with Clive Barker to get what his original design of Pinhead was. So when he was creating the Telltale Heart, is that no? I'm gonna screw it up. Anyway, when he was originally designing this character, Hell Priest was what he was called. And when Doug Bradley took the role, Doug's got a very unique and very specific face. So it changed the design up a little bit. So what was Hell Priest became Pinhead, and we worked with Clive to get his original design and original character up to silicone standards there. What's it here? You're good. You're on camera there. And he is a collector's piece. He is probably one of our most expensive items. Because he's one of 30. We only made 30 of them. So when you order a mask, you get not only the beautiful mask on a wonderful resin bust, you also get a piece of the mold, which is right there next to it, and a certificate of authenticity signed by not only Clive himself, but also by Ken from CFX. And just so you guys know, these pins are all resin. So they come out, they're totally safe. Safe for you to wear, safe to put in the mask, and there's little teeny tiny holes in here that the pins just sit in beautifully. So you can put it on your shelf. You can wear it. It's totally wearable. It's totally safe to wear. We will love to see you wearing it, to be honest with you. But yeah, you guys. So that kind of rounds out our sort of collection with our Flayed Frank mask and our Flayed Julia mask, which is why Flayed Julia is sitting up there on the shelf next to him. We are actually officially sold out of Flayed Franks right now. We had one in stock, and I was going to bring them up here, and Ryan's like, I need that. So it's in with Ryan, because he's going home today. Yeah.
Congratulations to whoever's getting them.
Oh, it's really hard for us to actually keep Flayed Franks in stock, which I'm not mad at. But it makes it a little hard for us to demo some things together. God forbid. God forbid. How are we doing question-wise?
I don't know.
He's been doing other stuff.
Yeah, I've been playing with the cameras and stuff like that.
Before we get too much into the questions, you guys, I want to let you know something really awesome. We are doing something we've never really done at CFX before. We've done a few different style things, but I'm going to kind of just blast it out there. Guys, we're going to have a raffle. We are doing a raffle. The Imp has been a little crazy. He has been insisting we do something else fun. So we are bringing you a raffle for $700 in Imp cash that you guys can use at CFX in any way you choose. That raffle, I believe, went live at about 12:15. I think we're going to try to pull up a graphic real quick to show you.
Not just yet.
Nope, not yet. Just kidding. But we do have a raffle. We're calling it Hot Raffle Nights. We can do, basically what it is there's $10 per entry. There's no limit on how many entries you can have. The raffle starts today, and it goes all the way until Friday, August 28th. During our live stream, because we will be doing CFX Live, we're going to cut the raffle off at 12:30 Central Standard Time on Friday the 28th during our live stream. And before the stream is over, we will have pulled a number and announced a winner for the raffle for $700 in Imp cash. Of course, if you guys aren't able to tune into the raffle, we will make sure that the name gets announced on the social media platforms, as well as the person gets emailed. But yeah, you guys, we are doing a raffle for you guys, because we're excited. We want to keep you guys engaged. We have the opportunity to do something like this, and we think it's going to be really fun all the way around. So Hot Raffle Nights. I think we've got an image up right now, as you can see right here. But yeah, Hot Raffle Nights, win $700 in cash. There should be a link on our social media pages momentarily here on where to go to our website to find that link for the raffle tickets. I believe it's live on the website right now, so if you go to the website, you search a raffle, I believe it'll show up. We also have a banner, a header banner on our website that should have a link You can click to that to enter the raffle. So $10 a raffle ticket, no limit on how many times you can enter. There is no cash value for these raffle tickets after the raffle is over. You cannot redeem them for cash. Sorry. But yeah, you guys, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to see how many of you guys enter. We wanted to leave it up to you guys as to what mask you wanted, which is why we're doing Imp Cash. It is good for licensed items, you guys. This is something we haven't really done before, and we normally don't offer. So if you win the raffle, the Imp Cash will be good for our wonderful licensed items. So that will include the Universal items, that will include the Game of Thrones items, and I believe that technically includes Hell Priest. So if you've been looking at Hell Priest for a hot minute, but I know his price point's a little high and a little scary, this may be your chance. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, guys, Hot Raffle Nights starts today, runs all the way through Friday the 28th of this month. Obviously, we will be cutting it off during our live stream that day. And before the end of that live stream, we will announce who the raffle winner is. So yeah, guys, I'm excited. That's new. Oh, sorry. Trying to figure out what new cameras to look at, you guys. I'm getting used to the different camera angles. Josh is controlling them from over there. So yeah, you guys, Hot Raffle Nights starting today. Should be live right now. Let me see if I can push that post in a hot minute here. But I know we have some questions, so maybe let's get to those questions. And we can go from there.
Let me switch it back to a normal camera angle.
Switch me back to a normal camera angle. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, 2, 3.
There you go.
Hopefully, way more people will get that reference.
And hopefully, we'll get better with the switching, you guys.
Right. I just need cues as to where to go. He was just pointing, and so normally when he points, that means I walk someplace versus me looking someplace. So we got to work on different cues. We'll get it sorted out. We'll get it situated. But yeah, you guys, I'm really glad that we've got this working. It's a fun new live stream setup system we've got going on. It's just gonna keep getting better. Just gonna keep getting better.
Fully aware of the import fees in some of the other countries, guys. I wish we could control that. We have very little control of it, so we appreciate you being customers of ours.
Yes, thank you guys so much. We're trying to figure out resellers or wholesalers in the UK or in Europe or in other parts of the country. We're working on it.
And Robert, yes, we do sell replacement pins for the Hell Priest.
Yes.
It's usually one of those things. If you're missing one or two, just give us a call. We'll take care of you.
What we usually try to do is we'll send we ship them actually without any of the pins in them, just because it's easier to transport that way. It's not going to damage them per se, but it's just one less thing to rattle around or get pulled off in transit. And we have a little video that we send you of how to insert the pins, and I think we send you at least 4 or 5 extra. Just in case, because we know accidents do happen. As I was putting the rest of the pins in this guy, I realized we're missing 2. He's the one that normally goes to trade shows, so I'm not surprised that happens. But yeah, we will make sure that you get some extra pins.
And speaking of trade shows, we are looking to do a European trade show next year once all the coronavirus goes away. So Roland, bear with us. If we do, we will bring inventory with us.
Yes.
And it will be a cash and carry type situation.
We're definitely looking on trying to get to Canada for a show and definitely out to Europe somewhere. Let us know over there in Europe what shows you would like to see us at, because we're not as familiar with the shows outside of the U.S. We hear hide and hair of a few things, but let us know which ones you would be interested in seeing us at, and we'll see if we can make something happen for next year, given everything going on.
Tyler loves the idea of the raffle.
Woohoo! Yeah.
So I mean, for $10, chance of winning a mask. And let's be honest with it, guys. It's not like there's going to be thousands of entrants or anything on this. There's only going to be your chances of winning are probably pretty good. Let's see here.
Looks like it may have already.
How long is the Imp Cash good for? I think.
I believe it's.
Is it 1 year?
I don't think we have a limit on it right now. I will try to clarify that.
I would say it's at least a year.
Yes, it's not expiring in like 6 months or anything. You have at least a year. Technically, it's kind of like a gift card. It should be good for the foreseeable future. But we will double check all of that for you. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure that this the post got posted.
Hey, Justin.
Perfect.
Horror convention in Miami, Florida on Halloween. This year, maybe. That would normally be a really tough time, as Tabby and I both are haunted attraction owners. And so Halloween is usually a really tough time for us to go out and visit people. Not to say that CFX, we couldn't get someone else from the shop to do it.
That's usually just kind of what our job is.
Yeah, normally that's
one of the reasons why we're here.
Tabby and I kind of handle that. But
and it's an inventory thing. We usually don't have a whole lot of inventory to bring to shows at that time. But this year's a little bit weird, so maybe we can
shoot an email to Tabitha, and she'll talk to you about it. And so that's Justin Ord that had that question. I know Justin's been around for a little bit with some of these.
I've seen that name. So yeah, Tabitha at compositeeffects.com for any trade shows that you guys know of that you might be interested in seeing us at. If you guys are the hosts of those trade shows, or even if you guys just attend, shoot me an email, let me know. Some, like Josh was saying, some of them in October are usually really hard because we don't have the inventory and we're usually busy. But this year is weird, so shoot us an email, and if we can get into our schedule this year safely, we will absolutely do our best to do so. But also put it on our calendar for next year and moving forward. We can see what we can do from there.
Tristan brings up Texas Frightmare weekend. Another one that we would love to attend every convention.
That was weird this year because originally Texas Frightmare, it was in May, and we're like, okay, so we find people to do that, and things started happening, and then they rescheduled it for pretty much the exact same weekend. I think that we were slated to be at San Diego Comic-Con, which ended up also being Texas Haunters Convention weekend, or like the weekend before, and then it ended up not happening anyway. But yes, Texas Frightmare has been on our list. Crypticon has been on our list. Mask Fest and Horror Hound, those guys, of course, have been on our list. There's quite a few other ones. Dragon Con, of course. We know one of the organizers, or the original organizers of that event, and they've been trying to get us out there for a hot minute as well. So, yeah, guys, there's a lot of other conventions that we definitely have been wanting to get to. It's time of year that really matters, and making sure we have the personnel to go and do it. So in March, usually a little preoccupied with Trans World, so things in March, early March or the beginning of April is tricky. And then summertime, we're usually at Comic-Con near the mid-end of July. And so those are two conventions that we are constantly slated to go to that we can't really
This is super rare, you guys. Normally we don't do any try-ons on it because they are super limited. But because we're here in the shop and this is kind of the shop edition, I am going to put it on for you.
What?
But yeah, so hang tight.
Should have left the other one up here that didn't have all the pins in it.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Whoops. Yeah, so we obviously have them without the pins, and we usually make you put the pins in them. But I took that one downstairs because I wanted one with all the pins in it to show you guys. So I just made my job a little bit harder, or Josh's job a little bit harder, I guess, is really how it is.
Yeah, so I'm going to just pull that camera back a little bit, give me a little bit of room to work
a little bit of room. Giving him some room to work. Room to work. So if they're not all seated in there, we can adjust it afterwards. Let me grab you that from here.
Hold on.
He's adjusting the pins.
Making sure they're seated right before I put it on.
Yeah, because they do go all the way through. So that's one of the main reasons. So I believe a Pinhead Mask was one of the first masks that Ken ever made, which started us into the silicone mask world as it was. Because he used to work at a haunt called 13 Gate down here in Baton Rouge, and they were doing a Hellraiser scene, and they needed a Pinhead. And so Ken went to work and created, I don't even think that's around anymore.
No.
But
I think that was left with the haunt, and I'm sure
it's probably gone now.
Destroyed it.
After so many years and having it be like one of the first runs. But yeah, so Hellraiser and Pinhead definitely has a special place in not only Ken's heart, but our hearts too. So for him to be able to create this mask was sort of a dream come true. We need some help pulling it down on the back. Feel like we lost some pins. Lost the pins.
That's what I was trying to avoid.
Lost the pins.
You make sure your pins are all seated correctly.
Sometimes you need a friend to help with your pins. There we go. Here. There's one. It's two that are a little bit sideways over here that are probably not feeling great on their face. He's got to fix his pins.
Yeah, and so it is a little bit of an adjustment, but I wanted to show me putting it on for you.
Yeah,
you could also put it on and then insert every pin, but no reason for that.
It's good to get a good start on your pinnage and then kind of go from there. But yeah, so you guys can see them. These are what the pins look like. Little pieces of plastic. which are much safer than actually putting real nails in the mask, which we never recommend ever. A, because you're putting holes in the mask unnecessarily and not safely, but also like you don't want to put real nails in your mask, in your face, near your face, near your head.
What if someone slaps you?
What if someone comes by? Because you know people are jerks. They come by and they go smack. So, you know, you might have real nails in the back of your head. So be safe. Go with CFX. Long story short.
All right.
How we doing out there, guys?
Not pretty good. Not a lot of people today. It's a slow day.
It's all right. It's one of those Fridays. Like I said, I expected to have a few more cool new things to show you, but we weren't quite ready yet, so I was a little preemptive in telling you guys we're going to have cool new things. But, I mean, we do technically have new things. So, we have that raffle going on.
Well, here, let's go over some stuff.
Okay.
So I know Tammy says no cool things. We have.
I'm
gonna say it right now. We have 2 brand new sculpts.
Yes.
One is in the mold room right now. Stuff
like a long hair, and I don't know, like it was like this long. It's gotta be yours. But I never put my mask on.
But yeah, so we have 2 sculpts. One is in the mold room right now. The other one is in its final stages of being sculpted, but we don't want to show it to you until we know it's ready to go into the mold room. So that's why we're always weird about that, is we don't show it to you until we know we have a product for you to actually have.
Viable product coming relatively soon.
We have. We're going to do, on next week's live stream, we're going to do some of the molding process in the room, because now that I got the camera situation figured out, I can actually take cameras to other areas of the shop and have it pre-set up and not have it be a weird transition of me running through the shop with a tripod and a phone.
And you just see the ground for about 20 seconds, because we can't show you anything in the shop because we're working on a lot of stuff.
But yes, we have all that done. So yeah, I'm going to do a mold room. We're going to do some sculpting stuff. So basically next week, what I would like to show you guys is some of the molding process with me and Ken. We'll do that. Well, it's actually Ken and Amanda will be doing it. I won't steal any of their thunder. And I will just
I'll
just be manning the camera. And then we will show off the second new sculpt from, you saw the first one last week. We just did the silhouette of him. And that's the one that's in the mold room right now. What else is going on? There's a few other things going on.
Well, we got the face-only masks that we're working on.
Yeah, the face-only prototypes. We actually have prototypes in the shop right now, but they're not ready to show you because they're not painted. They're just very raw, and that's trying to make sure that it works.
Our new designs that we have coming out, which I kind of touched on earlier when we were talking about sculptors and stuff like that.
Well, we have our 2021 lineup already planned and scheduled. And I think I heard Tabby saying that we have conceptual drawings. Graham, I saw you on there. Herman, Dylan, and Jason. The 4 of you guys have been knocking out all the drawings for me. All of you guys doing an amazing job. Graham, man, some of these designs. You're going to be getting an email from me a little bit later today because there's a few things I want to go over with you. But yeah. We have a lot of stuff going on.
I know we're working on a custom sculpt for a wrestler right now.
Yeah, we have another pro wrestler getting a mask from us.
On the independent circuit for right now, but hopefully he's looking to be picked up pretty soon by a promotion, a bigger promotion, as it were. We are still working on a new design for our Universal lineup. We still have a few creatures in our wheelhouse that we're trying to figure out which one was going to be the best one next. And something that Josh and I were kind of mulling over, and Ken and I had kind of talked about a little while ago, was maybe doing, not quite crowdfunding, but we know that there's a lot of different characters and designs that you guys have wanted to see from us. But we want
crowdfunding is the wrong way to put it.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, so basically, pre-sailing, I guess, is probably a better way to do it. So a lot of you pre-orders. A lot of you guys have been asking about doing a Grinch, and since we have a license with Universal, it'd be maybe getting official approval. Through them to do something we can call the Grinch, and then maybe doing a pre-order for you guys, seeing how many of you guys are actually going to be really interested in getting a piece like that before we go fully into production. So I know there's a few other characters that we've kind of pondered that about as well, but maybe we can do something like that come October, November, and see what other designs you guys might be looking for.
So with the licenses, it's a long process for the license in terms of us coming up with the initial sculpt and them approving it. And there's usually 5, 6, 7 sets of revisions that happen on it. Before we go through all that time and effort of occupying the sculptor's time, of doing all that, We want to know if you actually want that mask.
Yeah, we want to know if it's a product that you guys are really actually going to want from us.
We have the universal license, so we can do almost any character in their catalog. And so that's something that we were talking about is, you know, what do people really want us to do? I know I want a Crypt Keeper, but am I the only one that wants a Crypt Keeper out there? The Grinch, you know, everyone does their version of a Grinch, but if we had a licensed copy of the Grinch, would people be interested in actually purchasing that?
And the one we have right now, or the one that we can do right now, is a heavily modified con. So there's a lot of work that goes into that sometimes makes the price point right now sort of unreasonable for a lot of people. So we want to try to get something that's a little bit more palatable, something that's a little bit more accurate too, to be honest with you, because it works, but it's not perfect, and we want it to be perfect.
Maybe it's us creating a Facebook poll.
Yeah.
Maybe we just do a Facebook poll of some popular creatures. But yeah, we'd love to hear like some of the different designs that you would like to see. Obviously, it doesn't have to be a universal.
A lot of people have been asking us for the Goosebumps masks. That gets a little tricky because all those masks are large, not quite human in shape, and don't quite fit the profile of why we make masks, if that makes sense. Because they're more modeled after the big oversized latex masks. So in theory, yes, we can do them. However, they just won't perform the way that we intend our masks to perform. So that's another question that we get asked a lot is, you know, the Haunted Mask, Goosebumps Mask. Can we do that? When are we going to do that? It's kind of up in the air. We would eventually like to do something like that, but of course licensing comes into play and making sure that it's a product that you guys want and one that's going to function the way that we want our silicone masks to function. So that's a realm of stuff that we always have to consider when it comes to making masks for you guys. It seems complicated, it is complicated, but we wouldn't do it if we didn't love it and if we didn't love the reactions you guys have.
And speak a little bit, so like for us, and when we make a silicone mask, we like our mask to be as functional as possible in terms of, you know, its mouth movement, being able to see out the eye holes, being able to breathe and do normal functions. You know, some of the masks do get a little bit more built up. You know, like They Live, obviously, we start convincing its eyes, and he doesn't have a nose hole and stuff like that. But if you look at most of our designs, that's what our aim is. We want a very functional, well-fitting mask that you're going to use and wear for hours and hours at a time.
And that moves with you. That's our biggest selling point, is that we want to have these masks be as realistic as possible so that there is the illusion of it being a real creature. The bigger you get, or the more unlifelike you get in certain regards, the harder that becomes. But we like to do it. We like to be tested. We like to figure out where our boundaries are and see how far we can push them. And we're working on something like that right now, actually, completely unrelated sculpt to the ones that we've been talking about.
I would say, yeah, there are other sculpts that I'm working on as well, besides the new designs, the current sculpts,
yes.
And then I also have
other things,
a tertiary set of designs that aren't for the standard market of what you guys are used to. Where most of you guys are used to seeing us. We have a couple of things that we're going to break into some new markets. And
we can go from there.
Stepping out of the box a little bit.
We have some more questions, some more comments.
So Jake is watching us. So Jake, did you hear that? You missed the sculpt last live stream.
Missed it.
And then next week I'll have another new sculpt. And I'll also be doing mold room videos with Ken and Amanda.
So you better tune in.
So there.
Jake.
Just for you, Jake. We like giving Jake a hard time. I found a bottle of Jake-Off. I should have brought it in here. It's Jake-Off, not J-A-K-E.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah, just
Jake
clarifying what I'm saying.
It's got a picture of his face with like a nose symbol through it.
Brett said he had made it just for you.
So we got that. We'll bring that next live stream.
All right. He says, what?
Yeah!
Yeah, exactly. I've been working hard. I've been trying to whip everyone into shape. The mom is a tough job here.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah. All right, I'm stepping off camera.
All right, guys. So I know that there was a few other masks that people wanted to see us try on. So
Cthulhu, we got to get that Cthulhu
really
down.
Here, I'll get Cthulhu off. Oh, take care of Cthulhu. This was one of our new designs from last year, you guys. Super low key about him. A lot of people, you know, in photos. I admit some of the first photos that we were taking of some of these newer masks were not up to par. They were really showing off the designs as well as they should have. But I think Cthulhu's a fantastic variation of a tentacled monster. Deep Spawn is great, but his tentacles are pretty heavy. And there's only 4 of them. With Cthulhu, you got a lot more movability down there. You got a lot more, you know, Cthulhu-ness, a lot more Swamp Thing kind of stuff going on. So I'm going to throw this over at Josh. Literally almost threw it. Slinging the silicone.
All right. I won't be as gentle with this one as I was with the Hell Priest.
I mean,
I should have just thrown Hell Priest on, to be honest with you. But
well, I mean, the pins make it a little tricky. It doesn't make it hard. It just makes it a little tricky to navigate all the pins. That's just where it gets a little finicky. Right? Like, that's when you put this mask on, that's what you want to do. And it allows you to do that. And they're not heavy. And you do have a mouth in there if you want to lift up. Oh, real mouth! One of my favorites is seeing this guy in the paint room before they put on the rest of his tentacles, because he's just got like this weird like gaping mouth. And I like the obscure stuff. Like that just speaks to me. Cool beans. Let's see. Josh just got his second masks yesterday. He has a red Belial and a red Nadia. Thanks, Giles. Yeah, Giles. Sorry, I was reading it as I was scrolling, so I was like, I think I'm saying your name right. You rock. Thank you so much for being a wonderful customer and part of our CFX family. Hopefully those masks will not be your last, but they will last you a long time. And no, Jake, it cannot be pronounced either way. It's Jake.
I was just.
If you want it to be pronounced another way, that's on you. That's your prerogative. That's not my cup of tea right there. No, sir. No, sir. All right, guys. Just so to reiterate, we are having a raffle that is live right now on our website. Hot Raffle Nights. You buy a raffle ticket for $10. There's no limit on how many tickets you can buy. The raffle goes until Friday, August 28th at 12:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, our time zone. We will be going live that day. We'll be cutting off. Excuse me. We will be cutting off the raffle at about 12:30 during our live stream, at which point we will gather all the numbers and we will, I don't know how we're going to do the number poll. We're going to try to figure out a fun way to do it for you guys. And then we'll announce the winner during our live stream, probably near the end of our live stream, usually about now 12:45, 1 o'clock-ish. And then we'll find out who the winner of the $700 in Imp Cash will be, and you can use it on anything at the CFX shop, and we will get a time frame for when you should use that. Definitely usable for at least a full year, most likely further than that.
So tell what's really cool about this raffle. What's a normal mask cost?
Well, so yeah, I guess that's a wonderful thing to touch base about. Most of our masks are about $575 to $675, so we want to make sure that we hit a price point for the raffle that enables you to get pretty much any mask your heart desires.
If you want to get an imp and have them customized, you can do that.
Absolutely.
That was planned on purpose, guys. We didn't want to give you guys a base model mask. We wanted to give you the premium deluxe GT version.
We wanted to give you guys some wiggle room. That way, if there were some modifications or some things that you wanted a little bit different that may up that price of the original mask a little bit, we wanted to give you some wiggle room. We want to make sure that you guys got something that you really wanted. We didn't, like Josh was saying, we didn't want to leave you with something that we were like, yeah, I guess that's what I have enough for. Now we wanted to hook you guys up a little bit. We love you. We care about you. You're a CFX family. Besides just being customers, we treat you guys as family. We hope to treat you guys as family. Sometimes we give you a hard time, but oftentimes we like to give you really cool stuff, or the opportunities at really cool stuff. So, Hot Raffle Nights. Josh put up a graphic right here for you, I think.
It was up. I'll put it back up again.
It's going to disappear, but it's going to come back. Yeah, guys, Hot Raffle Nights starts today. There's a link on our most recent social media post to that raffle page. Or if you go to our website, cfxmasks.com, you'll be able to do that. Or you'll be dead, kind of thing. We're just playing with props again. We just like bringing all the props.
So now that we built now that we built the studio up here, like, yeah, I'm able to go grab all the stuff that's been sitting on shelves and pull it up to play with.
So obviously
that was a prop from something.
We needed a dead imp for something. So this is version 2 face of the.
Yes, it is.
We don't have the third one up here. I was going to do 1, 2, and 3. That would have been really funny.
You know, we'll do that maybe for Belial and Imp. Maybe we can do all the variants of them.
Yeah, we got.
In a future live stream.
Future version 2 of the Belial. I know Tony out there has got one. I don't know if he's in this live stream or not. But yeah, so props, you guys. As you know, most of you know, we are a full service prop shop. We specialize in the silicone masks and all that good stuff. But full service prop shop. So if you need some weaponry, if you need a stool that you can smash over someone's head safely, if you need a severed head, we can do this for you. If you need safe weaponry, we can do this for you. I think this was one of the guns for Preacher?
I think so, yeah.
Or was this for the other one where they were just all riding the whole time?
Well, it was the southern one. The one where we did the cabins, the slave cabins and everything.
Oh, yeah. And that was the underground. Haha!
That's it,
the underground from USA. So yeah, guys, we've done a lot of local work. We've done a lot of non-local work. We've done a lot of TV production stuff. We've done a lot of film production stuff. We've done a lot of big name stuff. We finished a project earlier this year for a very large company that we still can't talk about yet. Hopefully, within the next year or so here, we can finally talk about it. Hopefully by then we wouldn't have forgotten about it. Just kidding. We can't forget about that.
All right, just kind of going back on the comments and stuff here, guys. So Jake, I showed a sculpt last week's live stream at the very beginning. It was a profile shot for
at least at the end.
Yeah, for at least like 6 minutes, 7 minutes. Let's see here. Let's see. Gloves for Belial. If Giles won. Let's see here.
Nice.
Is that an old version of Belial on the center table? Yes, that is. If you missed the beginning of the live stream, that is a Gen 2 Belial it's a shop copy that we have here, along with 2 Gen 1 imps.
I think this is a Gen 1 Belial as well, maybe.
I'm sorry, Gen 1 Belial. The Gen 2 Belial we have as well. I just did not bring him out.
He's either in your office. He's floating around here somewhere. Yep. But yeah, you guys.
Let's see here. Loving the gargoyle mask.
Yeah. We do have gloves that match as well.
I'm being told to check my text. It's hard because my phone is
he's occupied.
Is being used.
You can't text us during the live stream and expect us to get back to you. We're busy. Just kidding. Sort of. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, guys, I also don't want to forget to mention that we do have a shop up on Redbubble right now for other apparel and cloth masks. You guys saw me pop on the Purvis one. This is actually my staple one. It's the one I use around the shop on a daily basis right now. To be safe in your haunts or when you actually go out and you do some stuff. CFXmasks.redbubble.com will bring you to our Redbubble page where you can get all of this awesome cloth face mask goodness to match almost 40 different designs up there right now that match our silicone masks. So Purvis, of course, we've got one. We've got one for the Imp. We've got one for Yorick. We've got one for Belial. We've got Purvis with the clown. And this wonderful shirt that I'm wearing is also up on there with our CFX on repeat pattern.
Know that, we got duffel bags.
Duffel bags, backpacks, aprons. Actually, I think the only one that has an apron right now is Purvis because it kind of makes sense. But we should do Krusty as well. But yeah, so there's so many different kinds of apparel. There's mugs, there's stickers, t-shirts, of course, and cloth face masks for you guys. If you buy 4 face masks, you do get 20% off automatically through the Redbubble page. And if you need more than 50, if you need some to match the masks you have for your haunts, if you need them to sell at your haunt, let us know. We can do discounts on orders of 50 or more through Redbubble, and they usually can offer free shipping on those orders as well. For that, email me, Tabitha@compositeeffects.com, and we can talk more about bulk ordering for cloth face masks. But anything else, cfxmasks.redbubble.com is your go-to. Dropping pins. All right. How are we doing over there? We got any more questions, comments, concerns?
Well, I guess Jonathan wants to know if he can come up here and clarify the imp cache thing. So let's go yell at Jonathan real quick.
Yeah, Jonathan.
Here, actually, let's do this. Let's use some of our technology, our fancy schmancy technology. Here,
we had what we formerly had was imp cache, and we're kind of reusing that same name. So if you're familiar with what imp cache used to be, it's not quite the same thing. We're just treating imp cache as like a gift card.
Okay. Let's see here.
But yes, Jonathan, if you're watching, come on up and we can talk about this.
Let's switch here to the mobile.
Woohoo!
We're going mobile.
We're going
Into the dark, though.
Bye.
All right, here we go. All right. We're mobile.
Yeah. So I'm the one who's messaging. Am I live?
Yeah, you're live right now.
This is a great angle for me, too.
It's awesome. It's very flattering.
So everyone can hear me good?
I think so.
And well, okay. So, yes, traditionally, Imcash has been done for a year duration. Obviously, 2020 is a little bit of a different year for everybody. And so because of that, I would like to extend the Imcash duration for a 2-year period, just to give everybody a chance, or the winner a chance, rather, to, decide what they need to do, if they're in a financial situation where they need to hold for a minute. I don't want them to feel like, oh, God, I got to do it. So I'm going to extend that for 2 years.
I think that's awesome. I think that's more than enough. Thank you, sir. Yeah, I was getting the messages, and obviously I'm on my phone right now, so I can't respond.
You're doing anything with it.
So, all right, everyone, that's Jonathan. Wave bye to Jonathan. Woo! All right. Back to the studio. Oh, and look at that.
That was easy.
Barely an inconvenience.
Super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
All right.
All right. Well, that was fun. How was that adventure, you guys? How was visiting Jonathan? How was seeing his setup?
We just got to see him from above.
I know, I was watching. Because I can spy on you guys now, too.
All right. Any werewolf masks that look like the lichens from Underworld? Want to talk about Lupus real quick? Do we have a Lupus?
We don't. We have one coming through production right now. The ones from Underworld do have like an elongated snout. The 2 werewolf masks we have don't have a super elongated snout like that. However, that is something that's on our to-do list of designs that we want to do, is have something with a little bit more of an elongated face, snout in that regard. But Lupus is our resident werewolf right now. He is on our website, Lupus, like Lupine. But yeah, you can check him out on the website. He comes in 2 standard colors, but we can custom paint him. I believe we had a custom white one, like pale white one come through with a custom con to match, which was really nifty to see come through the shop. So to get them specifically wow. Underworld, not currently, but that may change in the not too distant future. So Josh just bumped that UV.
So just wanted to show some things with the UV.
Right.
The face masks from Redbubble are pretty reactive. Not completely, but
yeah. Normally this purple would be glowing a lot more on this actual mask, but that white is pretty reactive right there. And York's looks great. Look how scary York's.
Yeah. So we do everything in UV as well. If you want UV accents on stuff, we can kind of come over here, check out some of the accents on Igor and Sentinel, even Archangel up there. Yeah, I was gonna say I do notice that your phone doesn't like the UV as
well.
much.
I also have a screen protector on it, so it's probably skewing what it really looks like.
Yeah, I guess it looks pretty good on camera.
Yeah, I've got a screen protector on my phone that's from our eyes. It's making it look really washed out. But wow! Sorry guys, I didn't mean to yell at you, but I looked right at the bright lights as soon as Josh turned the lights back on.
All right, guys.
Yeah, that recommends. All right, guys, it is almost 1 o'clock. Thanks for hanging out with us almost this entire hour again. I guess you like us or something. I guess every now and then we have cool stuff to tell you about and to share. But guys, if there's no more questions and you guys don't need anything else tried on right now, I think we're going to about call it. But tune in next week at Friday. I think it's going to be a regular thing every Friday at noon, unless otherwise posted. We'll be doing live streams. So we'll try to have really cool new stuff for you every live stream. Otherwise, we're just going to hang out, chat with you guys, see what's new in your neck of the woods, and try on some masks for you guys since we haven't been able to make any trade shows this year. But yeah, you guys, anything else you need, put it in the comments below. We're looking forward to seeing what you have to say. We'll make sure we respond to every comments down in the comment section. That way you have a written one as well as a verbal one from the live stream. What do you think we're going to call it? How do you feel, Josh?
I feel pretty good right now.
All right, guys.
I think it's time to get the party going.
It is Friday. Have a great weekend. Bye.